Peace, y'all. What's going on? It's your boy, the People's Healer, and I'm back. And right now, we still doing the Zodiac series. We're still doing Aries to Pisces. We just did Taurus. We did Aries. Now we on to the Gemini. Right now, we gotta understand that we have one of the most complex signs in the Zodiac right now, y'all. The Jack of all trades, the masters of the mind. You know what I mean? The communicators, the Geminis, they represent air sign, so they represent the air element. And what is the air? The air is thinking and communicating and being able to actually have thoughts and reasons and put things in a logical, rational situation. You see what I'm saying? So right off the bat, I already let you know this is the type of person that does not deal with the emotions to a great extent. They rather not deal with that. They don't get too much involved in the sticky icky, emotions like maybe the sign after, which is the Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe like a Pisces would or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Geminis that deal with the intellect. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we have to remember, that Geminis, they love to communicate. But they love to communicate with themselves. So these are the people that you may catch talking to themselves. Or these may be the people that blurt out stuff they didn't really mean to say, but that's just how they think. They gotta actually communicate it. You see what I'm saying? Because the planetary ruler of Gemini is Mercury. And Mercury is the planet of analyzing and communicating and things of that nature, right? So, but this is the air part of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the Virgo where they have to put it into a materialistic type of way. It's just the thinking of it, just the thought, the idea. So these people's minds are running. These people's minds are always going. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you look at it, have you ever looked at somebody and say, dang, like they're in a deep thought or something like that? They're 9 out of 10, it's a Gemini. 9 out of 10, because these people are very, very great communicators, because these people have already communicated to themselves. So with that being said, if a Gemini sees you communicating or you trying to talk to a Gemini about something that they already talked to themselves about, they gonna look at you like, okay, you know what? I'm never ever gonna talk to this person again. Because they telling me something that I already thought about. So what's the purpose of having this person right here? Well, I can already do that myself. You see what I'm saying? But they know how to sit there and talk to you about it. They'll sit there and talk to you for hours about the same thing you're talking about. Because they realize, okay, this is a person that talks and thinks like this, and this is what they're trying to do to get me to think like this way. But I already do this to myself. You see what I'm saying? So Geminis, they know how to be mutable. This mutable air. You see what I'm saying? It's not the air that's stuck on their own way of thinking and communicating like an Aquarius. It's not where they initiate the conversation to an extent. Is that if somebody come up talking to them, they know how to relate to it. They know how to relate to everything, so they always have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Geminis, they always have a choice. They have a choice to, and it deals with what they know. You know what I'm saying? Because Geminis, they think about a lot of stuff, and they pretty much are curious about everything, and they want to learn everything. You see what I'm saying? But Geminis will learn so much and end up forgetting about it. You see what I'm saying? Because these people are thinking way too much. They're thinking way too much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're thinking and communicating to the point where they'll hear what somebody's saying but don't even get the message of it. They're like, yeah, I hear you, understand, da-da-da-da. Then they say, no, in one ear, out the other. That probably was a Gemini. You know, the split personality right here and boop-de-doop right there. The Gemini stuff. You know what I'm saying? So these people, it's hard to pin these people down. Matter of fact, you don't waste your time. Don't do it. Just relax. It's an air sign. You know what I'm saying? So in relationships, it's kind of like, you got to do it mentally. Stimulate them mentally, and you got the Gemini forever. You see what I'm saying? But you got to get to know them and see how they move. You see what I mean? Because once they are out there in the world or whatever, you got to understand this is an air sign. You got to understand that air represents thoughts and ideas. These people got tons of ideas. You see what I'm saying? So when you see these people out somewhere and, you expect them back at a certain time, they're probably not going to make the time. Because there's so many thoughts running on their head. They done got grabbed by this thought, and now they going here. Then they got grabbed over here, and everything is pulling them. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, they have the choice to do whatever they love the freedom of thought. You know what I'm saying? Because the opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom. You see what I'm saying? But it's a fire sign. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius know how to take everything they know and tie it to something. That's what Gemini's got to learn from the Sagittarius, the opposite energy. You see what I'm saying? But Geminis, they know a whole lot, and they think about a whole lot of stuff. Now, you try to get that Gemini to pin it down to one aspect and make it serve a purpose, they kind of don't really. They like, but what about this then? I kind of want to do that, but what about that? You see what I'm saying? You see how they air too much thinking about it. They overanalyze what they thinking. You know what I'm saying? So to the point where it's like you got to stimulate these people, like I said, mentally. So if you're in a relationship with a Gemini and you're not stimulating them mentally, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be out. They're gonna be out the door. They might not break up with you, but they're gonna be out the door, talking to other people, communicating with other people, because they're not getting that mental stimulation from you. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta stimulate these people by the mental. You know what I mean? And another thing that I find fascinating about Geminis is that Geminis, they've already mastered at an early age the feelings, emotions, and the thoughts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They've already mastered it too. So with that being said, they learn in this form of reality, it's kind of smarter if I go with the logical side of things, the more thinking and communicating things side of things, you know what I'm saying? So they usually go with that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling a Gemini about your problems or something like that, don't be mad when that Gemini told somebody else about it. Because they're looking at it as just information. Oh, this person depressed. Hey, y'all, this person depressed right here. This is what's going on. But you look at that person like, oh, you a backstabber. You told somebody my business. Gemini like, what? Like, what you mean? No. It's not even like that. They look at it as the information aspect, the intellect aspect. They're not looking at it as far as the feelings and tying it to something like that. You know, they don't do that. You know, that Geminis, they don't deal with that, man. They get a lot of bad rep for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at the Gemini for them telling your business. These are the people that, these are the communicators. These are the chatters. You know what I'm saying? The people that love to chat. You see what I'm saying? They're very curious. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just be mindful when you're talking to a Gemini about your personal business. Don't be mad when they told somebody about what you told them. You see what I'm saying? That's just how they look at it. That's their perspective. This is their actions. This is the sun. The sun is in Gemini. You know what I'm saying? This is their actions. This is what they have to act on. You see what I'm saying? There's Mercury there. You know, Mercury thinking, analyzing, communicating, right? So, yeah, I actually brought my notes this time because Gemini is a very, very, very hard sign to understand. It's very, very hard, man. With that little information right there, it was really nothing. So I had to actually bring some notes this time. You know what I'm saying? We're in a millennial age, so of course I got my phone, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So, you know, Geminis, like I said, they're master communicators within themselves, though. You see what I'm saying? And they like to know a lot of stuff. And they actually know how to go out there and get the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, a Gemini might have a whole lot of knowledge and stuff like that, but they probably won't share it. You see what I'm saying? The Geminis might have the information, but they might choose not to share it with you. You see what I'm saying? That's a Gemini. See? That's the other side. You know what I'm saying? They might not, you know what? I might not share this with this person. You know what I'm saying? Now, Sagittarius, the opposite, going to share the truth. They're going to tell you straight up. Okay, bye, blah, 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 this is it. Like, Gemini, if I tell this person this, they're going to think this way. So that's how they know how to, See, that's why Geminis are very good manipulators. Because a Gemini know how to take a situation where they know how people think already, right? So if they know you think like this, then if they tell you something, they know you're going to be a certain way, so they'd rather not tell you that. So you can stay being like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how Geminis think. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. You know, you just got to understand the energy. You know what I mean? But this is why Geminis don't get along with a lot of people, though. But after this video, hopefully you get to understand that Gemini, you know what I'm saying, and take that weight off them like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they deal with the air aspect. You know, this is the first sign of the air. You know what I'm saying? The first sign of thinking, communicating, just talking, and just getting the information out, period, just to get it out. You know what I'm saying? You want something, you want to know something, talk to a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know about, stuff about any little thing to the smallest minute detail, Gemini might know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just get you a Gemini if you want to just talk about something, have a good conversation about something. Geminis, they always there. They're ready to talk about something right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they got so many ideas when they go back and think to themselves. They thinking about so many ideas back and forth to themselves and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they get insecure because they're like, dang, I wish I would have said this. So next time they might overtalk. You know what I'm saying? Or stuff like that. You know. But yeah, like I said, they're the multitaskers, the jack of all trades, because remember, their mind is always running. So they might be here and be over there at the same time. Literally. They might be talking to you about something, but they think so much to the point where they can hold you right there and think about that while they talking to somebody else about this. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? The jack of all trades, the twins. You know what I'm saying? Let's go deep into that real quick. Yeah, let's go deep into the twins aspect. That's what I want to do real quick. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk about it. The twins aspect. The twins with the Geminis, right? This is it right here, y'all. You got one of the personalities that wants to merge, right? And you got the twin that wants to separate. You see what I'm saying? You got one that want to merge and one that want to separate. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, if a Gemini knows to not do something, it's going to be a side of the Gemini that don't want to do it and separate itself from it, and the other side that want to do it to just experience it and see what it's about, the curious sign. They just want to see what it's about for real. You know what I'm saying? They want to live it out. They know it's a sign of the freedom. They want to just think of things and experience it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just to learn about it for real. You know what I'm saying? So if a Gemini has grew up maybe in the suburbs, these are the people that don't mind going to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I know about the suburbs so much. Okay, I want something new. I need something new. I know a new adventure. Ooh, the hood. I never did that. Let's go there, you guys. You know what I'm saying? These are Geminis. They don't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? They know how to go to the hood or whatever and communicate with anybody there. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have to, they never even been there before. They still not going there and communicate to an extent. Or they're going to learn how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? They're very curious about how to communicate and how to relate. You know what I'm saying? These are Geminis. You know what I'm saying? These Geminis can talk to any and everybody. That's just their energy. And they can do any and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to, like I said, it's hard to tie them down to something. Okay, you need to do this one little thing right here. They probably lose their mind. Because their mind is too, the mind is running too much. They thinking too much. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm doing this right here, but I could be doing this and that. Okay, I'm doing this and that. Da 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 da. That right there too. This thought right here. Boom boom boom. You know what I'm saying? Their mind is going crazy up there. Mercury, fastest moving planet in the Zodiac is Mercury. You know what I'm saying? So think about that with somebody in their actions and their mindset. You know what I'm saying? So if you tell a Gemini person, like I said, you tell them to go do something for you out there and be back in 5 minutes, they might not be back to 55 minutes. You know what I'm saying? They got caught and they got lost, caught in the wind. Yeah, they got caught with the wind. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Going with the flow, immutable air. Going with the flow, going with the wind. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they can get lost in their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So they might be thinking one thing and had a very great idea right here. But then maybe the thoughts that took them away. Then it took them like a month to go back to that thought. You know what I'm saying? So these people could do a project and it might take them a while. Or they might be so quick at it that they didn't look at the details too much because they was doing it way too fast. They thought about it and they did it. That's it. So it's like, yo, you rushed it. This is like chicken scratch or something like that. Or it looks like half done or something like that. So you think a Gemini is half doing it. You know what I'm saying? But their mind wasn't as stimulated on that subject for real. You know what I'm saying? So they got to have a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful when you date a Gemini. So if you're dating a Gemini, always be doing something. Have a lot of action. Have a lot of fire. Have a lot of wit about you. Have a lot of intellect about you. Or these people will get bored. And these people do not like being bored. It's probably worse than the Aries. These people don't like being bored, man. And with that being said, these people get bored and don't mind talking to somebody else. They don't mind it. Gemini is, okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got my water, y'all. You know what I mean? But yeah, Geminis, man. The merge and the separate. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind with Geminis. You know what I'm saying? They're in the two worlds. They're conflicted. You know what I'm saying? It's very complex. You know what I mean? And like I said, the Sagittarius, the opposite of them, the opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius, right? I can't wait to get to them. Sagittarius, they bring their consciousness and their vibrations and all the things they know to a higher purpose. You know what I'm saying? The Sagittarius is like to take it up to the higher octave. You know what I'm saying? The Geminis, they everywhere with it. They can go 1 through 9, 0 through the 9th dimension, just like that in 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius like to shoot one dimension here, they're learning that, shoot there, they're going all the way up because they shot all the way up and they knew how to go all the way up to get there. You see what I'm saying? On a thinking level. You know what I'm saying? Gemini's know how to get there, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm here. I can go back down too. But you know what I'm saying? They conflicted. Damn, they don't know if they want to stay up there or come back down. Or stay in the middle. They want to do it all. It don't even matter to them. Because they look at it like it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? But the Sagittarius, they make it matter. They make it a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So Geminis, they always have the choice to run from it or run to it. And, you know, most of them, they like to run from it. You know what I mean? Honestly, a lot of Geminis like to run from the higher purpose of themselves. You know what I'm saying? They kind of don't like to rise above and be that higher person to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Because they're mutable, they want to mutate and communicate with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I understand this is a higher purpose and I got to do this and that, but what about these people? I want to be able to communicate with all these people at all times if I want to. You see what I'm saying? Geminis, you know. You know, you know what I'm saying? And these people love to say one thing and do another thing. You know what I'm saying? They might say this one thing to make you think that. You know what I'm saying? But they might end up doing that. You see what I'm saying? You see how it works? Like they know how people think because they already thought a lot of those thoughts to themselves already. You know what I'm saying? They've already thought so much to themselves that when they see somebody else do it, they get it. Like, okay, I get why you think like that. And since you think like that, I'm going to let you keep thinking like that, but I'm going to be doing this and you're not going to ever really know it. You see what I'm saying? That's a Gemini. You know what I mean? But these people, you need a Gemini, man. Geminis, they are very, very good at, like I said, communicating. So, but don't make sure it's not with the feelings. Make sure you don't got a, you know, emotional aspect or emotional attention behind it. Just for the sake of, these people are the people that will talk just for the sake of talking. Just for the sake of conversation, I said this. You know, these people don't mind doing that. You know what I mean? These people don't mind doing that. So be mindful of that when you're speaking with a Gemini. These people lie. Like I said, these people lie to you. They tell you one thing and do this and that. Well, you told me this. Why you want to do that? I don't know. You know what I mean? You know, it is what it is. They knew how you think. So with that being said, especially they know you're a person that get in your feelings a lot, and if they do something in front of you, they know you're gonna feel some type of way. They're probably not even gonna want to deal with you no more. You know what I mean? Because they don't like to deal with. They like to deal with having fun. They like to deal with elevating. They like to have fun. You know what I'm saying? They like to dance and stuff like that. They like to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's what Geminis represent. It's the sign of fun. The most fun sign of Zodiac is the Gemini. You know what I mean? The most fun sign of Zodiac is Gemini. And also the opposite with the Sag. But Geminis, they love to have fun. They love to laugh. They love to have a good time. They love stuff like that. They love when everything is light because it's air. Remember air. Remember I told you the air sign. Air is dealing with light stuff. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the lighter aspect of life than the darker aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they don't deal with the bulky feelings or the reality too much or, oh, I got to pay these bills, so I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Gemini, they're going to make sure they can pretty much take care of the bills. After that, they're going to have a good time. They out. Whatever they like to do to have a good time, that's what they're going to do. Best believe it. But these people will read books. These people will read a lot. Like I said, because they're very curious to know stuff. They pretty much want to know everything, and they're going to do what they got to do to know everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's always beautiful when that Gemini finds something that they can be attached to learning. You know what I'm saying? It's always beautiful when that Gemini can actually sit there and say, you know what? I want to know everything, but right now I'm attached to this. I want to read this. I want to stay focused on this. You know what I'm saying? Because that Gemini going to have so many different thoughts and ideas. So these are the type of people that you love to tell your business ideas with. These are the people that you love to tell, you know, a thought that you had about, oh, I had a thought about this. And then y'all can talk about it forever. And that Gemini going to bring so many thoughts. They're like, oh, my God, me too. I couldn't wait for somebody to say this. And so you brought that to their attention, they're going to love you for that right there. Oh, my God, I've been thinking about this for 2 months straight. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about a business idea. Okay, I want to start a library. Oh, my God, me too. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna talk about it forever. And you probably an earth sign, you done drew the blueprint up and everything, and you're gonna be expecting that Gemini to be there. That Gemini probably don't forgot. See what I'm saying? You probably an earth sign, so you talking to the Gemini like, think y'all about to sign the contract and all that. Next week later, the Gemini moved to another state, or Gemini probably wasn't even from there, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Jack of all trades, I'm telling you. The master communicators, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when it comes to an idea and a thought and imagination, tell the Gemini. They got all the thoughts in the world, and they got all the ideas to bring that here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you gotta love a Gemini, man. They love to have fun. They're bubbly. They love to have a good time. So, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, yeah. Just remember that about the Sun and Gemini people, or Gemini Zodiac, period. You know what I mean? The Gemini energy itself is thinking and communicating. And also, esoterically, I could drop some signs real quick. Esoteric, in the Zodiac wheel, you have 12 signs, right? 12 different constellations. And in those 12 signs, you have animals, animalistic natures, you have an object, and you have human forms, right? Now, the human forms are the ones that we need to be gravitating towards the most because we are humans in this realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? We represent the human being. You see what I'm saying? You might got ants, you got the birds, and all those things of that nature, right? But since we are the humans in the constellations and the stars and the zodiac, we need to be gravitating more towards what are the human zodiac, the constellation is showing us for real. And it's very common. You got the Gemini, which are the twins. You have the Virgo. Now, the exception is all the air signs, except the exception is the Virgo, because the Virgo is the woman. So you got the Gemini, the exception, which is the Virgo, which is the woman. And you also have the Aquarius, which is the water barrier. It's an air sign, not a water sign, you guys. It is a air sign, but it just holds the water. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person going around dropping all the fruits and all that. Boom. Revolutionary, the humanitarian. Boom. Boom. Take that. Take that. Boom. Splash. Drop. You know what I'm saying? But they're not the ones with all the feelings. You see what I'm saying? So don't expect them to have the feelings. They just giving you the feelings. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to get the Aquarius. I love Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I love all the zodiacs. So I'm not saying, oh, I love this sign. I love all of them, man. Shout out to all the zodiacs out there. But back to the point with the human form, right? The human form, because we're playing out the human characteristic of the human being, right? So in the stars, we need to look at we need to gravitate more towards what the human zodiacs are showing us for real. What are they showing us? They don't deal with the feelings and emotions. You see what I'm saying? They deal with the thinking, the ideas, the elevated consciousness. These are what the air signs represent. You see what I'm saying? All of them. Like I said, even the Libra. Well, Libra is the object, but it can be used as the woman or the male with the scales right there. You see what I'm saying? But you got the Virgo woman, which represents the woman, the highest femininity, other than the Cancer. But the highest femininity of the woman is the Virgo. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get the Virgo soon. But right now, we're on the Gemini side of Mercury. You know what I'm saying? Virgo is ruled by Mercury, but the dark side, keep it to themselves in the earth way. The Geminis is the air sign. They keep it to themselves. They think about it to themselves, but they like to blurt it out. You know what I'm saying? So they can't wait for somebody to, so they got to alarm y'all. You know what I'm saying? My video stops at 20 minutes now. 20 to 22 minutes now. So now I got to wrap it up, y'all. So if y'all want more information, feel free to contact me at thepeopleshealer9gmail.com. Also, I'm on Instagram, thepeopleshealer. And that's how you can contact me. If you want a natal chart reading, contact me in the link below. Contact me on my Instagram. Contact me here. Drop a comment, and I'll get back to you ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all patience. You know what I'm saying? I'm the People's Healer. One love.